Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, where last time we had an exploration, so let's go quickly over what happened there. And we begin at Tangram Gate. Ah, the SSS. I heard you did some impressive work yesterday at the scene of a train derailment. You should be thanking our leader here. That super sleuth extraordinaire does it again. Laying it on a little thick there, Randy? I wouldn't say that he is, actually. Much like I'd like to take credit, I only ever drilled combat tactics under you during your time at the academy. But even so, as your former instructor, my chest swells with pride. You've become quite the detective, Lloyd. Not you too, Deputy Commander. There's still so much I have to learn before I can even begin to fill my brother's shoes. I only made it this far thanks to my teammates covering for my weaknesses. Crossbell's most modest man. He always was. Keep up the effort, and you're sure to continue climbing. I look forward to seeing just what kind of man you become, Lloyd. Oh, by the way, would any of you have an interest in reading this book? Read popular fiction, Deputy Commander? Never would expect a gruff guy like you to be into that kind of stuff, Duggo. And why not? Anyone can enjoy a good novel. It just so happens that Commander Bates recommended this to me, but as you well know, I've been rather busy lately. Give it a try when you have some time. I think you'd enjoy it. Thank you, sir. Next, we encounter Risha and her friend Shanshan at Long Lao. Oh, hello everyone. It's good to see you, Risha. Did you stop by to get some lunch? Yes, I did. I was just chatting with Shanshan here over some dessert. You guys are the police, right? You came right when the girl talk was heating up. Sorry to rain on your parade. I feel like I'm getting an exclusive look at the private life of an Archon performer. Yeah, you never really know who a famous person might be friends with. Please, you're flattering me. I'm still only a rookie. If it went for Shanshan, I'd likely spend most of my days off sitting at home doing nothing. It helps if we are around the same age. Risha and I have gotten along since we met. And even with her proportions, it's always fun to stop for cute clothes with her. It's admittedly a little hard to find cute things that fit. I suppose it's true that very few people have Risha's proportions. A problem some would kill to have. I have to say though, you two really do seem like good friends. I suppose we are. I don't know what I'd do without Shanshan. I had to move often when I lived in Calvert due to my father's job. I had trouble making friends because of that, so I was felt a little bit of a loner. Yeah, I would have guessed. Don't you worry, Risha. Now with your besties, you're never going to get rid of me. Me and you will be together forever. I'll even get us matching tombstones. Thank you, Shanshan. It feels like a third wheeling pretty hard right now. You're right, let's leave those two to themselves. Sorry everyone, I didn't mean to make you feel left out. No, not at all, it's great catching up with you, Risha. We'll see you later. Okay, be seeing you. The SSS, Aeolia, Aeolia. Each and every bond I forged in the city is precious to me. After this, we take a look into the Civic Center and the symposium that was announced here regarding the independence vote. They're currently holding a public forum on the state independence in the hall to the left. Feel free to attend if you're interested. The public forum is proceeding smoothly. I pray it stays that way. The last thing we need is an uproar at the Civic Center. Our current system is far too forgiving on foreigners, especially also Ereboni and Calvert. Worse still, we have no choice right now but to pay these countries 10% of our own tax revenue. How can any self-respecting cross-balance justify such a policy? These abuses will continue indefinitely if we refuse to stand up for ourselves. Is that what you want for our people? What utter nonsense. The grim truth is that independence simply isn't tenable in Crossbell's current situation. Suppose we are invaded by another country. How will the CGF defend us when they have not even a single tank at their disposal? Another country, what you mean is the Erebonian Empire. We've all been keenly aware of the threat they pose since the day they installed those railway guns at Aeolia Fortress, right in range of Crossbow City. If our state became independent, its abundant wealth could easily finance tanks, patrol ships, and anything else necessary for our security. The only question that remains is whether our people and leadership have the courage to do what must be done. Obstinate fools, wake up and accept reality. You're forgetting that Crossbow's prosperity is largely due to the mirror that flows in from Erebonia and Calvert. If we cut ties and declare independence, that well will dry up in an instant. Everyone, please settle down. The real issue at hand here is whether such a high-handed independence proposal will even be accepted by the international community. Isn't that something we've overlooked? The international community has nothing to do with this. Crossbow's independence is something that concerns us and us alone. It's our only hope of achieving justice. You're nothing more than a convenient mouthpiece for Calvert. What makes you think you have a voice in this? Well, yes, I'm a part of a Republican faction, so to speak. However, I can say with confidence that my love for Crossbow is as great as any citizen's. I demand an apology for this insult. Marine ain't putting a damper on this shindig. They're going at it like animals over there. Yeah, there are way more citizens here than I'd expected too. It seems the young, up-and-coming independence faction is in a heated debate with the leading Imperial and Republican faction representatives. If it doesn't perfectly reflect Crossbow's cold climate, I don't know what would. They all appear to be making sound arguments at the very least. This isn't a problem that's going to be solved so easily by words alone though. Moreover, these are the same points of contention that have been waging since the state was founded. Perhaps it's time something was done to put this discussion to rest. Agreed. Sovereignty with an uncertain future, or servitude without justice. And last but not least, we visit the Saber Vipers in Ignis. The cops? You're back already? You picked up a new lead while you were out playing in what? Wait, Vasi's with him too? You smug son of a... You got balls showing up here. It's your fault that Waltz... They are not in a friendly mood today. Perhaps you should have stayed away. Luganov, what are you... Hey, Vasi. Listen up, Vasi. We know what's going on. Walt, he's on that jacked up drug now too. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. It's your goddamn fault in the first place. Lloyd, how much do I know? I specifically refrained from telling him about Walt's demonization. But we did mention that Walt was likely another influence of Gnosis. If you hadn't shown up 2 years back, none of this would ever have happened. We could have been living it up the whole time. But now you just have to ride in downtown and screw it through all Gehenna, and now you're in bed with the damn cops just to get their sick kicks. Well, say something! It wasn't just for kicks. I chose this path because there was something important I needed to do. What happened to Walt as a result of that was an unforeseen consequence. Was he? So what, you think that self-righteous bullshit is gonna get you off the hook? I should have beat your ass! Huh? Why would you let me go? Because I just needed to let off some steam. Look, Vasi, we tried. We know we can't get through to him, but if anyone can, it's you. Way I see it, I deserve to suck that pretty boy face of yours, but instead of cashing that in, I want you to do us a solid. Smack some sense into Walt and wake him up. Luganov. Bro. So that's how it's going to be. Vasi? I can't make any promises, but I do everything in my power to bring him back to his senses. That should be enough to finally settle things as the founder of the Testaments. Jet and Luganov have been part of the Viper since the very beginning. They're probably even more worried about Walt than the rest of us. Hey, Jet and Luganov are awesome. Things may be messed up without Walt around, but I'm glad we still have them. No one messes with Luganov. That's my boy right there. Man, Luganov's so freaking cool. Luganov's pretty much covered everything we wanted to say. There ain't anything else worth discussing, so go on, scram. You owe me one for not knocking you out, Vazi. So keep your word, or else. Okay, and then I actually have done some things I want to show off this episode already, because those were happening immediately once you enter certain places. And I wanted to move freely, so first place is the Bracer Guild for our quest. Well, now this is a surprise. Good to see you, Mikkel. We couldn't shake our concern after that call you gave us. Oh me, oh my. I didn't mean to make you rush all this way. Still, I'm glad you did. Sorry if I give you any pressure. No props. I'm guessing you haven't made contact with Lynn and Aeolia yet, though? Huh? Nope, Arius and the gang are looking for them right now. I mean, seriously, where the heck could those two even be? This is getting worrisome. If you can't contact them via their enigmas, does that mean they're out of state? I was thinking that too, but there's no record of them leaving from the station or the airport. Same goes for Belgrade and Tangram. That does raise some red flags. If Lynn and Aeolia are still within Crossbar's state, there may be a chance that we can locate them. Really? We can? But how? The Enigma 2 has additional functionalities that were carried over from testing. One such function allows it to send out an emergency signal. What? Really? It is configured to use reserve orbital energy to transmit waves of a specific frequency at fixed intervals. However, the waves are faint at best. As far as I'm aware, the Foundation has yet to find a practical application for it. They never removed the feature itself, however. It should still be present in our production models. So in other words, if we manage to pick up on that signal, it'll lead us straight to Lynn and Aeolia. Or at least to their enigmas. It's worth a try at the very least. Chivowards is familiar with his function. We should try visiting him at the IBC. I imagine he would be willing to help us. Good thinking. We'll have by now. I'm sorry to put you guys through this. Thanks for bailing us out there. Don't forget to contact me right away the second you learn anything new. If the situation calls for it, I'll get Arius and the others back in a jiff. Roger that. We're off to the IBC then. And with that, we continued on toward the IBC. Here we are. I wonder when we can find Chief Roberts. Upstairs in the Foundation branch office, most likely. I will call him on his enigma. Hello, this is Theo. No, that isn't the reason. Do not make me hang up this call. Is she giving me a death glare through her phone? That poor man. Theo's going to freeze him cold one of these days. I don't know, something tells me the guy's kinda into it. Yes, I'm calling what Enigma 2's emergency SOS function. Yes, correct. Okay, we'll be waiting for you downstairs. Is he willing to help us? Yes, he should be here momentarily. Yona is with him as well. Oh. He was a kid that was using the room in the geofront, right? The one that exploded? Ah, the hacker extraordinaire from the Epstein Foundation. That's the one. He likes to act like he's hot shit, but he's kinda just a little shit. He must be staying in the Foundation now that his base was destroyed, huh? Yes, though he still had a fit over it. Okay, now I get what's going on. You can't contact them? That's it? The Enigmas probably just ran out of juice or something. Why should we care anyway? It's not my fault those goody two-shoes don't know how to keep their stuff charged. Can you even hear yourself right now? You really shouldn't say things like that, Jonah. It isn't very nice. Excuse him. He's been like this a lot recently. Which I don't understand. I've done all I can to make him comfortable, including letting him use the most powerful terminal in the building. Man, who cares what the specs are? It's never gonna be fun with all the stupid security you got on it. Give me the access codes and let me free already. No can do, Yona. You know that. If I gave you a ring, you'd take it all the way into the depths of cyberspace. So I've been working on a special pump party training program you can use until you're finally ready to beat Theo. I can beat her myself, you old fart! Turns out he's doing a pretty good job of keeping Yona on a leash. But Chief's fatherly tendencies can come in handy, even if I usually get on my nerves. Okay, back to business. It is true that the Enigma 2 has an SOS function, but I don't know if it'll be useful. You don't? But why wouldn't it be? It's for emergencies, isn't it? Well, you see, while it does produce an orbital signal, it's far from the strongest one imaginable. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's impossible to detect unless you're within 10 Celge of the orbment, no matter what equipment you use. Just 10 Celge. That doesn't give us a lot of work with, huh? We'd only be able to catch them from here if they were in Crossbar city limits. What if you combine the detection apparatus with my sensors? If the system has been matricized, it should be able to sync with the Aeon system. Well, sure, that could... wait, no, the detection apparatus's margin of accuracy is too low for the Aeon system to utilize. You also have to account for the orbital pressure, not to mention the surrounding terrain. It's near impossible if you ask me. I suppose that's true. I don't think I really get the issue, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Then there really isn't a simple solution. Hold up. Why not just take the reading from the roof of Orcus Tower? What? Yona? What do you mean? Think about it. The SOS waves are weak that you can't even detect them unless your equipment is nearby. You could use your sensors to increase the output, but even if it works, which I doubt, it would be too inaccurate to be useful. So what if you use the top of Orcus Tower? That'd be less interference to account for, so it'll be a lot more accurate, wouldn't it? Anyone actually following this? What? That worked here? Color me surprised. A marvelous idea, Yona. Let's our little systems engineer this. What do I think I am? They don't call me a genius for nothing. So we're good to go? I take it you figured things out? Yes, this might just work. I'll head to Orcus Tower and ask for management for permission to use the roof. You come lend a hand too, won't you, Yona? What should I... Actually, I'm bored out of my mind here, so why not? But you guys owe me one, alright? Sure, fine. As long as it isn't illegal or overly unreasonable, we'll be happy to repay the favor. Chief Roberts and Yona then went to Orcus Tower to receive permission to set up their equipment on the roof. As it would take some time before the search was ready to be conducted, the SSS decided to finish any outstanding business before heading over. And Orcus Tower. Stuck. Oh, my Enigma. What's up? Where are you guys? All the equipment is ready to go. We just walked through the entrance. Should we head up to the roof? Yeah, the receptionist should give you an elevator access card if you ask her. Get your butts up here already. Right. We will soon. I take it the preparations are complete? Yeah, Jonas at the receptionist can give us a card that will let us up on the roof. That's how we wouldn't want to keep them waiting in the rain. Welcome to Orcus Tower. Would you be the special support section by any chance? That's right, we were told you had an access card for us. I certainly do. Here. Temporary access card. Just scan the card of a panel in the elevator and it will take you directly to the 40th floor. It's valid for 1 month and fully disposable, so feel free to discard it as you see fit when the time comes. Sure, thank you. You just scan it and that's it? That's even more high-tech than what I do at the IBC building. It's even surprising how state-of-the-art this place is at this point. Okay, then let us go. Is this where we use it? Yes. Simply hover the access card you were given over the panel. LoH has the card up to the panel. 40th floor. Speaking of this panel, I just noticed something odd about it. There aren't any buttons for floors 21 to 30. Those would all be mechanical floors if I had to guess. What are mechanical floors? They are a necessary structural component to counterbalance the weight of a tower. What I hear, they are mostly empty? Additionally, there are stabilization devices installed in them to absorb the shock of any potential earthquakes. Wow, that's amazing. This really is the most modern building on the continent, isn't it? I guess, but when why even bother making this thing so dang tall? If it were 30 stories, it'd still be using the same number of floors. Well, the architectural plan for the tower had all sorts of extraneous elements built in from the start. When Uncle Dieter took over the project, and knowing him, he likes to go over the top whenever he can. Ultimately, the Croix family were ones to make up for the resulting shortfall of a construction budget. Well, wasn't that magnanimous of them? Either way, there's no denying that the tower's status as a landmark is going to be a boon for Crossbell as a whole. Oh hey, looks like this is our stop. .40th floor? Oh! The rain's finally letting up. Yeah, the view is just as awesome as the last time we were up here too. And that's really saying something, with all the clouds blocking the sky. Wait, where are Yona and Chief Roberts? They should be nearby, likely on one of the platforms. Shall we go and find them? So it isn't this, obviously. Not this either. They aren't on this either landing pad or an arena. Hey, there you guys are. So this is the equipment for picking up the SSS alert? Right, but the way it is now, we can only detect signals within a 10 circle radius. That's where Tier comes in. I have no reservations on my end. That being said, will it ever have any effect on the procedure? Oh, I'm sure we'll be alright. I doubt a drizzle like this will make much of a difference. But of course, a young lady like yourself shouldn't be exposed to the elements for too long, Theo. Well, my manners, I hold my umbrella over you while you're operating your sense. Declined. That would be more of a distraction than anything else. Okay. Alright, I'm all set over here. Go ahead and boot up the Aeon system whenever you're ready. Very well, let us begin. Have Lynn and Aeolia's Enigma 2 serial numbers been inputted yet? They sure have. The guild was kind enough to supply them to us. I put them in before you arrived. So all that's left for you is to do your thing. Alright then. Good luck to you. If anyone can locate Lynn and Aeolia, it's you. Right. Here you go. Aeon system activate. Now syncing Aeon system with detection apparatus via Matrix protocol. Link confirmed. No issues so far. You're all clear to keep going. Orbital energy transfer to the detection apparatus is stable and output is high. Ready when you are, Theo. Roger. Here goes. Engaging sensor functions. Aeon system. Limiter unlocked. Whoa. Did you see that? My eyes playing tricks on me, or did the wave just pulse out of Theo? Oh. Good job, we got it! Really? You were able to locate them? Yep, well, they're Enigma 2s anyway. I was able to trace both of their SOS signals. They are a considerable distance to the south. No problem. I'm cross-referencing the data you got with a map. Boom. Done! What? They're to the south of Lake Elm? Well, is there even anything out there? Not as far as I know, other than the wetlands, and those are completely uninhabited. Now what would a pair of bracers be doing there? Heck if I know, but I bet you a new processor chip is nothing good. Right, that is concerning to say the least. Lloyd? Let's start by reporting this to Mikkel. We should ask headquarters to prepare a boat for us too. Those thing has too many precautions. You're right. Good thinking. Time is of the essence, so we need to move. Thanks for your help, Chief Roberts. You too, Yona. Don't mention it. We'll clean up here, so you kids go on ahead. Yeah, get a move on and try not to fall in while you're there. Yes, we have an orbital boat prepared for you at the dock of the Harbor District. You can board it as soon as you're ready. Got it. Thanks, friend. Sorry again for the sudden request. Don't mention it. What else am I here for if not to back you up? The wetlands to the south can be dangerous. Promise me you'll be extra careful out there, okay? We will. It sounds like we managed to get our hands on a boat. Yeah, Fern was able to have him prepare us one. I feel like such a heel for getting you all wrapped up in our little troubles. You don't have to put yourselves out for this if you don't want to, though. I'm pretty sure Arias and the boys will be back in an hour tops. Time's of the essence. No point sitting around when we can't get ourselves there right now. He's right. There's no telling how dire the situation may already be. Just tell them to catch up to us when we get back to the city. Well, if you say so. Both Lynn and Aeolia are highly capable bracers, right on the verge of achieving A rank. If they're stuck in a situation where they can't contact us, well, that's not a good sign at all. Adios only knows how nasty things might get down there. You'd better stay on your toes. We will. Let's depart from the docks as soon as our preparations are complete. The other boys are obviously not here, otherwise they would come with us. And it's still raining. Okay. This is our boat. Hey dudes, you're the SSS, right? That's us. Sorry to keep you out here in the rain. Thank you for preparing a boat for us, especially given the weather. Don't mention this, dude. All part of a job. So, any of you dudes know how to operate this thing? If not, I could always come with. I hadn't even thought about that. What could it be? It's probably not different from driving a car. I could call the chief on my Enigma if you like. No, it's okay. I actually have a little bit of experience conning boats. Conning? Is that what they call it? It figures Noel would know. We should have guessed, given that it has a steering wheel. Ah, knock it off. It's just another thing Commander Pales insisted I learn. So what are we going to do? Is it time for us to board? Let me think. There's no telling what awaits us down there. We should make sure we've taken care of everything before leaving. Once you board the boat and head to the wetlands, you will be unable to leave until the story advances. Note that any short-term quests and events will expire. Okay. I take a quick look if I missed something, and I actually did. No problem, dude. Let me know when you're ready to embark. And in fact, in Orcus Tower, we just came from there, I know, but it could only be done now. Oh yeah, you have a Pom-Pom Party account, right? I'm feeling generous, so yeah, I'll pass along my deeds. I've been playing this game since I was in beta, so if you think you've got what it takes, I'd love to prove you wrong. Jonah's Pom-Pom Party account info. Walking in the rain. More like walking in the pain in my ass. Whatever. I'm too tired to even make it to the Foundation's branch office now, so I'm gonna chill around here. You do realize you've been riding elevators all day, right? All things considered, you've barely had to move a muscle. Besides, there's nothing worse for your health than leading a sedentary lifestyle. This is Jonah you're speaking to. I've seen broken network terminals that run faster than him. You wanna say that to my face, Plato? Aren't you supposed to be going to the wetlands or whatever? Get out of my hair and back to work already. I guess you have a point. Thanks for your help, Jonah. I really would have preferred to get more detailed data on the wetlands first, but time is running short. Oh, this is all happening so suddenly. My nerves are getting the best of me. Can't believe my innocent little Theo is being deployed to the great unknown. I will remind you that we're going there to bring the two missing bracers back to safety. Try not to worry too much, Chief Roberts. We will be back before you know it. Oh, Theo, you really have grown. You were so small and helpless when you first came to Foundation. Now look at you. It brings a tear to my eye. Cease your sniveling. This is a public space. And... Fran. Oh, hey guys! Don't forget there's an orbital boat with your name on it in the Harbor District. Thanks, Fran. We'll head there as soon as we're ready. I know you guys have to head to the wetlands in order to find those racers. But are you sure you'll be okay? I mean, I heard those two are almost A rank, so if I'm missing, then... Fran. I know what they're getting at. We're not trying to make you worry. More than anything, I wish I could do more than back you up. Oh, I know. Why don't you take Banban with you as a good luck charm? Banban? Wait, isn't that... Yes, it's a teddy bear. He's great at giving hugs. They're so soft and relaxing. No, he cuddles us too when she thinks no one's watching. What? No, I don't! It pains me to send Banban somewhere so dangerous, but if it's for your sake, I'll let him do his duty proudly. It's okay, friend. You don't have to do that. I think we'll manage. Your concern means a lot, though. Things have been a little tense today. Thanks for helping to lighten my mood. Fran isn't just our operator, she's our own little pick-me-up. Not to mention a veritable goldie mine of juicy details about Noel's private life. Darn it, Fran, I'll get you for this. Always happy to help, guys. Watch each other's back out there. We will. No, I don't think Kia has anything to say, right? Nope. Nope. To the harbor. Set off. Roger that. Alright, off you go, dudes. Be careful out there, okay? Well, I was very serendipitous. I can't help but be reminded of a Schwarzer auction. Perhaps they truly are tied by a string of fate. Be that as it may, Master Zhao. What do you suppose awaits them at the south banks of Lake Elm? That I couldn't say, but I trust in the intuition of our esteemed friend. It could be that demonized delinquent again, the snakes, or perhaps even the church itself. Whatever the case, there's nothing wrong with shining a light on a blind spot when you can. Indeed. Pardon me? What is it, Fan? Why are you so distraught? I'm terribly sorry for interrupting, Master Zhao. But we received an urgent report from one of our surveillance teams just moments ago. An urgent report? Oh. Explain, Fan. And spare us no details. The weather is cleared, just as the forecast predicted. Maybe Aeolia is trying to do us a solid? We need all the help we can get. There's no telling what's waiting for us over there. Whatever it is, I'll take it over trudging our way through the rain any day. Don't forget though, there's a chance we could encounter another cryptid, and that's just scratching the surface. Right. We're making our way into uncharted water, so to speak. Anything could happen. Keep in mind, we don't know when we can count on backup from Arius and them either. We have a lead search party. We need to work as quickly as possible to secure Lynn and Aeolia's safety. The fake movement. If you notice, you see at the upper border of a screen the reflection of water from the distance that don't move at all, but they would if we were actually moving, but they just made a movement animation over water, but they didn't change the background, so we're not actually moving, it's just a fake out. Depending on how things turn out, we may end up having to call the CGF for backup too. Right. This is definitely a sticky situation. Let's keep up hope the gals are alright. Hold on. Rapid search and humidity detected. Everyone, stay on guard. What? The fog, it's so dense. Where did it come from? The air seemed so clear just a moment ago. What do we do, Lloyd? Reduce speed and approach with caution. Theo, can you sense the shore? Yes, I believe so. What did I tell you guys? Brace yourself for landfall, everybody. Look at all of this. Indeed. And that other boat behind us must be the one Lynn and Aeolia arrived in. This is bad. Things are out of control down here. Azure wetlands. Oh brother, please tell me that fog knocked us out and we're just in a bad dream. Honestly, it feels more like something ripped straight out of a fairy tale. This is unbelievable. It is if the very composition of space here is in conflict with reality itself. How long has the Pleroma wrath been running rampant in these wetlands? Could it be? Is this the place Joachim was harvesting his key ingredient for Gnosis from? Once again, your intuition never betrays you, detective. Huh? You again? Yin, what are you doing here? Allow me to redirect the question right back at you. I've been following the shadows of those snakes and the demonization of that gang leader, as well as the blooming of this Azure flora throughout the state and the cryptid's sudden emergence. That led me here and ultimately to all of you. Oh really? So basically you decided this place was suspicious all on your own and decided to come check it out? Precisely. Though it would seem the circumstances of what you here differ from mine in some respects. Isn't that right? You could say that. I'll explain everything I can. Withholding information won't do either of us any good. Lloyd relayed to Yin the details of Lynn and Aeolia's recent disappearance. I see. So that boat there belongs to those bracers then. How intriguing. This can only mean I'm getting close to the heart of a mystery. What mystery? He's referring to why the Pleroma grass has surfaced. The cryptids too, for that matter. Let me guess, you've been trying to get to the bottom of what that boat's for Crossbow in the grand scheme of things.
Bright, aren't you? This too falls under my contract with Aeolia. With that, I leave her braces to you and make my way
Not so fast. How about you accompany us instead, Yin? Lloyd? You can't be serious. I had the feeling we were going to pull something like this again. As did I. Come on, man, I know you're softy, but you gotta learn how to draw the line somewhere.
As interesting as the proposition is, Bennings, you seem to be laboring under a gross misconception. Our respective positions are no longer compatible, nor are our interests in this case. Unlike a time at St. Ursula, cooperating with you would get me...
Nowhere? Is that what you were going to say? Lynn and Aeolia have skills comparable to those of an A-rank bracer. I thought myself, and when join forces I have no doubt those two could rival even Arios. If the danger that awaits us was able to overwhelm them, do you actually believe you can handle it by yourself? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, you might even be able to get some info out of Lynn and Aeolia. Can't do that unless we find them. That's right, we should cooperate if only for the sake of efficiency.
I do believe that you're starting to take after your leader, aren't you, members of the SSS?
Do you think so? Well, I'd be lying if I denied that. Not that they ever consented to it. Why are you looking at me like it's my fault? All roads lead back to Lloyd. Just one of his many charms.
Very well then. We shall work together once more, if you so desire. Know this, however, if the divine blade of wind catches up with us, I will not hesitate to desert you. Will that be an issue?
Not at all. One problem though, moving on with a party of 7 is gonna get tricky. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up with a little friendly fire every time a monster's attacked. Someone could stay behind if that's the case. We do need someone to watch the boat, right? Not a bad idea. Whoever remains could also help bring the divine blade of wind up to speed when he arrives. It's a plan, man. Let's decide on our formation. I still haven't repaid them for that craft they taught me. There's no time to hesitate. We're going to bring Lynn and Aeolia home. Which member will you leave on standby? Vazi or Noel? You have no other choice. Then I believe I leave Noel behind. Just because I like Vazi's support craft more. A small boat is banked here. This must be the boat those two used to get here. We should head further in and look for them. Okay. It's likely the place where Joachim Günther was harvesting ingredients for Gnosis. Doesn't bode well for Lynn and Aeolia. What could have happened here? Just be careful, everyone. Don't forget there's always a possibility of another cryptid showing up. It's a fishing spot, right? Sure, Pleromagas can spawn cryptids, but can it also spawn me a nice catch? Alright, but I think I just end the episode here, and we actually look deeper into the swamp next episode. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.